bitch. Y'all bitch why? Cause I been that bitch.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to the Clapback.
It's your girl Camille
and Carmen.
And we're back at it again with another freaking video.
And audio. Let's jump in. I know you guys missed us. Yes. We are back. You know, it is holiday time.
It's Carmen's fault.
So it's be busy.
It's Carmen's fault.
I mean, it's the holiday time. Everybody's busy at this time. Views down anyway. Everybody busy.
Girl, please. Anywho.
Okay.
Let's jump into what the F is tea,
What's tea? So, Darius Jackson reportedly accuses Keke Palmer of abuse and demands dismissal of restraining order. The motion filed in Los Angeles on Friday, December 15, details several instances where Palmer had allegedly gotten physical with Jackson. On August 20th, 2021, Lauren punched Darius in the face at a birthday party. Well, what do we think about that?
Baby, first of all, how are you recounting something from 2021? It's the end of 2023. How did you know on what specific? Well, maybe because it was somebody's birthday. He's like, oh, at the birthday party. But I just feel like you reaching at this point.
I don't know what's going on with them. One day they like each other and the next day they hate each other. I can't invest any more energy into them because they just problematic. I think all these people are just problematic. Their relationships are not built on a solid foundation. They just met yesterday.
And got
They just met yesterday, had a baby. They weren't even engaged. So they just making children. Everybody just making children just to make children. So they just met. So I don't expect nothing more from them.
Child. Anywho, I just feel like this is going to be a long drawn out thing, and it's just going to be a whole bunch of he says, she said. Right. And it's definitely going to give Megan and Tory flashbacks, baby.
Yeah, it's giving too many. All these people's relationships are just in shambles. If it ain't them, it's Krishan, it's Cardi B, it's just... When is the roller coaster gonna stop? When do I get off this ride? So, jumping into the next person, we have Kanye West speaking about Nicki Minaj declining to clear new body for his album. Nicki then gets on IG Live to respectfully decline his request to clear, stating that train has left the station. So, that live was actually at the Jingle Ball. I was at Jingle Ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. It was that same day. And so that was on Thursday. And, I just feel like Kanye, the song got leaked 3 years ago while we were in the pandemic. You didn't want to release it then when she publicly asked you to as well. That is on Twitter. She literally was like, Barb's, go beg Kanye to release new body. He did not decide to. Now all of a sudden this week he wakes up and decides he wants to do a joint album with Ty Dolla $ign and wants to release this 3-year-old song that's been leaked on the internet for 3 years. I feel like the song is just better kept unreleased. It's all over YouTube. It's on SoundCloud. We got 2 different versions of it. I don't think it needs to be released. It's not going to do well because we already have it.
Yeah.
Because this could be a test to like any other song that is out for a long time. Like TikTok, for example. I feel like people's songs are always getting leaked on TikTok and used as, audio on clips. But when the song actually comes out, like No Bars or something, which is JT's song, it performs average because it's like, okay, well, we already heard it.
Right.
And it's not like they add anything new to it or any razzle-dazzle. It's just the same old file that we've been listening to. Just now they can make money off of it.
Were you the one who I was talking to when I was like, who's even, leaking these songs? And then you were like, I think it's the actual artist. Was that you or that might have been somebody else?
I'm not sure. Because I feel like I can see that. I feel like it's sometimes the artists. I feel like it could be the producers. It's definitely somebody in the camp.
Yeah.
Because how else? Yeah, like how else are you getting this document? It's somebody who's working on the file. But I don't know. It's weird. I get it because you can kind of get people a little excited. Like Flo Milli, I feel like she did a great job. Like her song was being played with on TikTok and everybody was like, girl, you got a week to release this or we gonna move on. and she released it. She got a video to it.
So
she got Lil Yachty with a verse on it. And I think she did a great job. And now the song is doing well. So Kanye, take notes from the new girl. You a vet.
Ooh.
You didn't take notes from the little rookie. Yeah, that's the word. I couldn't think of it. And lastly, for the tea, my favorite person, the NBA reportedly suspended Draymond Green indefinitely. The news comes after he was ejected Tuesday night for striking Yusuf Nurkic in the face. The NBA states Draymond's suspension will begin immediately, and he'll be required to meet certain league and team conditions before he can return. Baby, let me just tell y'all, I have firsthand watched this man when I was watching one of them games. Who he play for? The Warriors. Watching one of them Warrior games, and he is a mess. I said, this man is a drama king. He is a bully. He would just be running up and down the court, punching people in the face, jumping up and down like an animal. And I hate to compare black people to monkeys, but I'm sorry, he was acting like a monkey.
Oh my God.
He would be acting like a monkey. He had his mouth big and wide. He'd be jumping up and down, making ooh, ah, ah noises. And I just cannot deal with him. So I'm glad that he is allegedly suspended indefinitely. Because when is the bullying gonna stop? They did a whole compilation on Instagram too of all the times he just been acting up. He should have been out of the game.
Child, first of all, I don't know. I feel like we've probably seen worse. I feel like this activity from him is not really that much. Because what? This is his like third incident.
Did you not look at the compilation?
I seen the compilation.
He was choking somebody. He drugged them down from their jersey. He literally was strangling a dude last week.
Please.
Now he done poked the dude's eyes out.
And you know what? At first when I was reading this, I thought that this was the dude that he strangled the other day. But then when I saw him punched in the face, I was like, oh, this is a new incident.
Yes, he has an incident every week.
Incident report. But I mean, this is only what? The second or third one that we've heard of. And he's getting taken care of now. I don't know.
Go tune into some more games. Go look at some old footage and you gonna say, oh yeah, he been acting up. Even though she saw the compilation. So I don't even know why she's sitting here acting like, it's just been 2 times.
I mean, it's been 2 times where it's been like brought to our attention.
Well, they've been so serious to the point that it is, but the other ones were serious too. Because I remember watching the game and I was like, can he do that? Like he body slammed somebody. It was crazy. So he doesn't understand that he's playing basketball, not football. So, on that note, get the F on.
Oh, okay. So let's get into the motherfucking news for the week, guys. So the family of Kanika Jenkins received a $6 million settlement 6 years after her passing. So if you don't recall, Kanika was a 19-year-old girl that was found in a walk-in freezer at a hotel in Chicago in September of 2017. Baby, can I even say where we were?
We were in
college. No, we graduated.
I thought we were in September 2017.
Child, I remember hearing about this. Like, she was at some sort of sleepover or something, and them girls like tricked her into walking into the freezer or something. But her family, it was like, first of all, her family initially was suing for $50 million. So I feel like this little $6 million thing to them might be like a spit in the face. Right. But yeah, they felt like if the hotel staff would have been more quick with their response, then she still would have been alive. I don't know how long. I can't remember how long she was in there for.
It was a long time. I think it was overnight. I don't know. I think that whole situation was crazy. I think everybody in that situation need to pay up.
Yeah.
And it was just sad to hear.
Definitely. Like, that could have been one of us going to a little shindig at a hotel downtown. Then all of a sudden we in a freezer.
That's why I just thank God
for
that I don't be anywhere where I'm not supposed to be.
Right, and around crazy people.
Well, yeah, because you might not know, because we talked about this when the incident happened with the girl that went to Mexico and never came back. Can't remember her name right now. Quinita, whatever. Respect to her. But we were discussing that, and it's kind of like, you think you're friends with these people, and then something sick happens, and it's just sad to see because you know, these people probably don't think that their friends are sick people, but they turn out to be. So I just have to thank God that I don't have any sick individuals around me. At least sick to that point, because some of y'all are a little demented, but not to the point of...
Anywho, so let's move on to the next news. So the man responsible for the folding chair moment during the Montgomery brawl avoids jail time. So Reggie Ray pled guilty to all charges that were against him and in turn received 50 hours of community service and a 90-day suspended sentence. I said, okay, justice for the black people.
Yeah.
Because that man was just trying to do his job and then everybody wanted to run up on him.
Wait. Not him.
Girl, I thought he was the one that was working.
No. This is the one that took it too far. This is the individual
Allegedly.
This is the individual
who
when
came swinging.
they were already.
It was the worker that
I think
did that.
the lady was off. I don't know where the worker went, but he was nowhere in sight as the video kept going on. As the video kept going, I don't know where the employee who was actually being attacked went, but this man came up and put the finishing touch on people.
Why did this whole time I thought it was the worker?
Oh, no, it was not. This girl said,
I'm like, my man was just trying to do his job.
no, this man was trying to top off the job.
Oh, baby, look. Should I take my clap back?
No, I still support. I feel like the people, you know, Alabama is racist, so good for him to be able to beat charges and just, you know.
Black Lives Matter.
I guess in Alabama they do.
Side eye.
You're right. So, but somebody was messing with him.
Yeah, maybe his auntie, brother, sister, cousin was.
Somebody woke up in there. Yeah, good for him. You go, Glen Coco.
I'm screaming.
Now, Messiest people. Baby. I'm tired. Just like I was telling y'all with Kiki and Darius.
And freaking Krishan and Blueface.
Different each time.
You do. You call him Darius.
Didn't I say Darius?
Yeah, it's Darius.
It's Darius?
Yeah, with the U is Darius. Darius is Daris.
Darius.
Please.
I don't know why I keep calling his name different. Anywho. But yeah, with these couples, we sick and we tired. So this one we tired of too. It's Offset and Cardi B, baby. If you don't know, I wish I was you. Because basically, out of nowhere, you know, people peeped that they weren't following each other anymore. Who has the time to go and see who's following who every week and know and report how people are unfollowing? I don't know. I hope they're getting paid for that because it's giving unemployed behavior. Because
see for that.
Or allegedly, maybe Cardi B and Offset pay somebody to report on it because these people be pulling gimmicks. And
they must got some music coming out.
That's what I'm saying. So okay, we're gonna go ahead and jump in. So they reported that they unfollowed each other. So people are like, oh my gosh, is there trouble in paradise?
There's
Even though
always
I don't think that's any paradise. I think it's just more trouble in they little deserted island. Ain't no paradise, baby. But the vision I just got in my head. Anywho, so after that, Cardi B got on live this week and she was in shambles and she was distraught, crying.
It's so crazy because I did not watch that crap, but I seen all of the clips on one of them freaking sites. So I was like, oh Lord. Okay,
she was, you're good. But yeah, she was in disarray, baby. She was screaming at the top of her lungs.
Oh.
Girl, I ain't never heard somebody say the N-word so much in my life. Have we proven if she can even say that? Anyway, so she was saying the N-word left and right and MF this and BAN that.
What's BAN?
Oh, okay. So all of that stuff. And she was just saying how he is doing her. He always likes to do her dirty at her most vulnerable time, and how that's what somebody else said. They was like, "Don't tell me she's pregnant," and she's doing the same exact rollout when she had her first album. I don't think she's pregnant though. I think this is all a gimmick because she had some cryptic messages a few months ago when Offset's album came out, and there was trouble in their deserted island back then as well, allegedly. So she said that, you know, why would I basically be crying or something about him. She said, if anything, if he cheat on me again, I'ma just pull a Beyonce and make an album about it and go about my day because I got dudes in my DM and da-da-da-da. And then the next week the album came out and then they had that song Jealousy. So it was like, okay, y'all was pulling a publicity stunt. So that's why I just feel like this must be another publicity stunt. So her album must be coming out.
But I feel like if you want to pull a Beyonce, you gotta actually write your own music. Like
Beyonce don't.
I'm talking about Cardi. She talking about she about to pull a Beyonce. You don't write your own stuff. So how is the ghostwriter going to portray everything that you're feeling?
She gonna read through the submissions.
Bye.
They submit whatever they got and she vote on the best one. I think. I have no clue. I wonder how that process goes. Right. That sounds interesting.
Partisan, let us know.
Somebody ghostwrite for me. Okay. I'll perform.
You gonna be in the booth on your birthday like that girl?
No. Why would so many people, you guys, side note. So many people were sending me TikToks of people going to the studio on their birthday and I was like, that's actually kind of cute. Like, I would do that.
We can make a track.
Okay,
we need to make the clapback theme.
It's actually funny because while I was in New Jersey, that's where I was, guys. Me and my friend Ashley Ann were listening to our old song, and I was like, "It's been 10 years. We should do another song."
Oh, okay.
Like a reunion.
What were y'all rapping about previously?
Girl boys and having money. Mind you, we're in like middle school, so it's like. WTF.
I want to hear the song. I think you should insert the clip here.
I won't, but I'll play the song for you off camera.
Oh,
y'all will hear the song once I do the 10-year anniversary, so then we can compare.
When is the actual 10 year?
Girl, I don't know, but we in year 10 and the year almost over, so we about to be in year 11.
Okay, so she about to release the song.
We ain't recorded. This was an idea. Anywho, but I also don't know if Cardi B and them are trying to deflect from Nicki Minaj's album because that did come out. And as soon as the album came out, here they come with their drama and episode. And, you know, Quavo had to enter the chat because people would start talking about Takeoff. You know, they were telling Cardi B, they said, girl, you effed the wrong Migo, or they took the wrong Migo.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, and then they were saying she gonna have to go F Michael Jackson, and then people started inserting this video of her dancing on a skeleton, and they was like, meanwhile, her with Takeoff and Michael Jackson. I'm sorry, y'all.
Laughing, child mess. I did not see any of this. See, this is why I stay off my phone and mind my business.
Twitter is hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm like, where did this clip of her dancing on the skeleton even come from? Where did y'all find that?
They probably made it. AI is a very dangerous thing.
Girl, no, this is real because this back when her teeth was doing the roller coaster.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'll show you it when we done.
Child mess.
If I remember. But yeah, so I don't know if it's that, but yeah, so then Quavo came in and he was like, Takeoff ain't got nothing to do with this soap opera. So I'm like, okay, so see, even your family member like, y'all need to wrap this up. Like, baby, you can't use the breakup every time y'all want to sell music. Just sell music.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like their names are big enough to where people will listen anyways. They wouldn't have to cause all of this drama in order to get traction to their pages and to their music.
Why do they need the gimmicks?
That's just weird.
Yeah.
Y'all are weird. That's why y'all the messiest mother effers.
Weirdos. Good luck on your next projects. Even though Offset's project did pretty well. So,
I didn't listen.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah, I only listened to, I think, one song. But it did pretty well for itself, I heard.
Okay. See, people like us, that's who they try to get to. But we don't want to hear the mess.
He don't have to do that for me because I listened to my 1-2 tracks that I needed.
Oh, wow.
I was content.
So he trying to do it for people like me then that don't listen.
I guess. Do you feel the urge to listen now? Okay. So
it's not working. Change up the tactic.
It didn't work. So let's go ahead and get into our topic for the week, baby. Guys. So we, like to jump in on conversations that are happening around the way, on social media, or just in our communities. So one comment.
I was saying our communities, especially because y'all love these topics. Baby.
Oh, yes. This is like highly requested type thing. So this week's topic is what is killing relationships? What is the killer? So a little bit on the dating pool now. We are both in it. And, I'm new to here. Well, I'm not really new anymore because it's been like a year. What?
I said, I love how you like to announce this.
But I'm saying, like, why?
Because
I am new.
Okay.
I would say the reason why I announce it is because it's like, first, you know, I was in a relationship for a long time. So once you go from being single to in a relationship for a great period of time, almost a decade. I'm just talking. It was not a decade, but a great chunk of time, and then you enter back into the dating world. You do kind of get your wig snatched off in the sense of, baby, rah, oogly boogly, welcome back to the streets. Rah.
It's very ghetto.
Right. So it's like, it's an adjustment.
All I'm saying is I feel like you got one foot in and one foot out. That's why I'm like, you talking about you new and stuff. I'm like, girl, I don't even know what side of the fence you on.
I don't have one foot in. I don't have a boyfriend. I have a friend. Everybody got a little friend.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Who knocking your rocks off?
Nobody.
Allegedly. That's what she want to tell y'all.
Girl, anywho, because what you talking about? I'm sick of her.
Y'all come see me after the show.
Yeah, so she can play that song for you. Yeah, since you want to go there. Since you want to go. Come see her. So
we gonna spill some tea, y'all. I'm just playing. So anywho, but yeah, so the data pool now is interesting for sure.
Interesting is not even the word.
It's rough, you know, and it really makes you just reconsider your timelines that you put on yourself when you were a little girl. Because I know plenty of people who are like, yeah, when I reach this age, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And it's been that way for a while. Baby, mine's still in place, so, you know. I might make my deadline, you know, we locked in like this, so I might make mine. I still got a little cushion, and a lot can happen in a year. So I got a few years. I'm sure mine is going to come true. But it is a little rough, and a lot of people have been reconsidering the goals that they placed when they were little girls on marriage and children and what have you. So, I don't think anybody was expecting it to be like this. I know for myself personally, I always said I was meeting my husband in college, and,
Did you meet him, girl?
It's hard to say, because I feel like, yes, the person I was with could very much be my husband. I just feel like it's me. I'm in like a weird place in my life right now. Even my mom said something to me last night. She was like, where's Carmen? And I was like, girl, I have no clue. My mind is gone. Like, I lost all my streaks this week. Like, I'm out of it. So, yeah, I just really haven't been feeling like myself for a little bit. So it's just like, I don't know. I'm trying to get back on the bandwagon. I mean, get back on my wagon. So I can go.
Take your time, girl. Don't rush anything, because you don't want to rush and be something that you're not. So
factuals. But yeah, I say all that to say, I just feel like it's been rough, and you know, everybody is going through their own internal battles right now, and then you have social media, of course, not helping with that, and you know, overall, just people haven't been bringing much to offer, and it's kind of just like, okay, you're not really bringing anything to the table. I feel like I'm bringing a lot to the table. To the table. Like, I feel like a lot of people probably feel like, you know, they're bringing the table and then some, and somebody else is just coming to sit down. And it's like, well, what are you bringing to the table? So I feel like there's also might be a lot of entitlement as well.
Yeah, definitely.
In the dating pool.
So while I was looking down, I was trying to find this tweet that this girl I know tweeted. I saw it earlier today, but I can't find the exact one. But she was going on a little rampage, because she tweeted, LOL, the dating world is just so yuck. I want no parts. I really want some of y'all to grow up. Then she comes back and quotes it and says, mind y'all, I got a man. So then I know earlier she was talking about how like dudes find it comfortable to cheat and all this stuff, and then she was saying like, oh, I hate it out here or whatever. But I'm just like, the fact that everyone is having the same issues, like when you sit down and talk to another female, like everybody's saying the same thing. Like, either dudes are broke, they don't have anything to their name, they don't have a job, they don't live anywhere, they're not trying to make something of themselves, or they just cringy, no type of appeal to them. We're not interested. It's just like, I feel like the people that have the most going on are the most people that you can't connect with. Like, one of my friends was just telling me how she went on a date with this dude the other day, and she said he was so cringy. Like, he even commented about her quote unquote wig, and she wasn't even wearing one. Yes. Telling her that wig sitting on your head real nice. Baby, this is a closure. Stop playing with me.
Oh my God.
So it's just like, people try to overcompensate. I feel like the people that do actually have it together, they try to overcompensate and try to be something they're not. You're trying to fit into something, but like, why couldn't you just tell me my hair looked nice? Why did you have to say that wig sitting on your head nice? And it's not even a wig. So now you don't even know what you're talking about. Now it's like, get me out of here, because everything that you're saying after that is just like, ew. And now I don't even want to be cool with you, because that's exactly what she said. She said, I don't even want to be friends. No, like, cut ties.
That would definitely rub me the wrong way, but he just had poor choice of words.
Girl, she
at
said
least it was good intentions.
He was cringy from the beginning.
I'm thinking he was about to say, that wig crooked, or that wig sliding back.
And you know another thing I don't like? Men that comment on how your hair should be. Oh, I like natural hair. Oh, okay. What you want me to do about that? Just because you like natural hair does not mean I do. I might not like to do braids. I might not like a little fro action. I might not want to deal with my hair at all. I might want to wear wigs all the time.
I'm iffy on that one. Only because I feel like that's a preference. Like how we would say, oh, I like a dude with dreads. Or I like a guy who keeps a nice haircut and
then
no
don't
nets.
Talk to me. I feel like if you like a female with that's all natural, if you're finding me in the streets, if you're finding me on social media, you see I portray myself a certain way. Do you see natural hair in my pictures?
Yes.
But I'm saying, if I'm not into that, like, do you see it in my pictures? No. So why would you come over here and try to sway me away from that?
I don't know. I'm a little indifferent with that one. Only because I just feel like, it's not, well, swaying is a different thing. But I just feel like if a guy is saying, I like natural hair, like, I don't really think that's a bad thing. Like, he might just be saying, I would like if you wear more. Because I know I was in a predicament like that. Like, well, I wear my hair all different types of way. Mm-hmm. But, when I would wear my natural hair, my guy would be like, oh, yeah, like, I love when you have your natural hair out. Like, this is the best. You should wear it like this all the time. And I would just be like, I can't. And then I'd laugh and go get my hair done. And until the next time the natural hair was out, we would just proceed as normal. But I would still get complimented on whatever hairstyle I did have. Mm-hmm. I think they just want to let you know, like, I do like natural hair. Now, if he is like, you should just wear your natural hair more, and I hate when you got that wig on, and I hate when you got a sew in and a silk press, then that's a little strange.
I know this one dude.
That's off-putting.
This one dude went to our college, and one of my friends was telling me about how, like, when he was, so they were all friends, and they were just, having casual conversation amongst friends, like dudes and girls, in the mix having conversation. And he was like, yeah, my mama don't wear her hair a certain type of way, so I don't want my girl to wear their hair a certain type of way. Oh. And he was saying something like, my mama said this, my mama said that. And it's just like, go that your mama.
Yeah, a lot of guys are mama boys and want a female that embodies their mother. I was actually having this conversation with my brother, too. We were kind of talking about that because, long story short, I was watching this movie Hereditary, and then it just caused into like a deeper conversation about just like overall like family dynamics and how it affects you as you're an adult and dating and just like generational curses or generational things like that. So we were talking about that, and it's like, oh my gosh, I feel like I attract people who are like similar to my dad, or he was saying like he feels like he attracts people similar to my mom in a sense. And it's not like, I feel like it's a subconscious thing. That dude is definitely doing it consciously, because he is like, my mama, I want my mama. So that's a little weird. But I do feel like a lot of guys want a woman who is like immolation, whatever, of their mother in a sense, because it's like, okay, you can kind of take care of me, because at the end of the day, dudes do want to be taken care of, and a lot of the times when you meet the mom is trying to make sure you could take care of their son, if obviously not the same way they did, because baby, I ain't pushing him out, but up to a certain degree, like, okay, my son is taken care of with this woman. I don't know, it's like weird, it's strange, but he wants to date his mama. But a lot of dudes want a woman who can be similar to her. Now, them ones who be wanting a white woman, that be confusing me because I'm like, wait a minute.
A white woman?
A white woman. Because I'm like, hold on, your family is black.
Yeah.
So that's when I start getting confused. Mm-hmm. And that's a whole nother topic. Okay. That's a whole nother combo.
We're going to have to remember that for next time.
Maybe. If y'all want to talk about that, comment.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's jump into some of the comments that people were saying under that post. Because that was crazy. All right. So, we have a few people. They ain't getting no shout out. I'm just reading what they said.
Yeah.
Thinking you have more options, you don't. Not everyone is replaceable. And I can see that because I feel like a lot of people, you know, they might be like, there's more out there. Like, a lot of people don't want to settle. And it's like, okay, I get it. But then you get out there and it's like, yikes.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe I should cherish what I had.
No, for real.
Oh, were you about to comment?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, I was recently having this conversation about how, like, I was looking for a familiar feeling in, like, different people that I was trying to get to know. And when I did not get that familiar feeling, I kind of slacked it off. Like, yeah, no, I'm not with it. And then when I was able to find that familiar feeling, I was like, okay, this is the person I'm going to stick with. And then that person turned out crazy. So I was just like, yeah, no, let me revert back. But I told myself, and I was telling, like, the people that I feel like I need to get myself out of that, but it's just very hard. Like, once you feel comfortable in something, it's very hard to break out of it. But how am I going to find my husband, or how's my husband going to find me if I'm doing that?
Right. And we talked about that as well while I was in Jersey, too. We were kind of talking about just that overall familiarity and how we find comfort in what we know and what we're familiar with. And that's why so many of us are, you know, hate to say it, still dating in our race when we should probably widen our horizons and date outside of our race because we might be treated better. If not, our husband might be in the other race. Granted, I do want my children to be black, but
they will be half.
I don't know. But at this point now, I am more open to anything that's out there because it's like being in comfort. Yeah, it's comforting, but I'm not growing. Like, you grow when you're uncomfortable and, you know, you grow through what you go through. So if you're struggling in a different environment or something that's unfamiliar to you, you know, you're growing into better and, like, you will attract new energies and new vibes and they might actually be your husband. So I definitely understand that because I feel the same way.
Yeah, I don't have any problem mixing it up with the races. I just need my man to be fine. That's it. I don't have specific, like, preferences. Everybody that I've ever talked to has all kind of looked different.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm just like, I really don't care. I just don't do light-skinned men. But other than that, I'm free for all. Not like this.
Okay, because girl, I was
not
like
this. Don't come in my DMs talking about nothing.
She mean. First of all, y'all go in her DMs. She ain't even finna respond.
Well,
hold up. Yes, she will. But she gonna dog you. She gonna converse with you and then be dogging you out on the flip. Anywho, okay, lack of maturity, unprocessed childhood and relationship trauma, selfishness, lack of communication, greed, lack of honesty, people settling, people trying to fix people without fixing themselves,
that part.
People not understanding how to pick a partner, lack of guidance, sexual satisfaction outweigh ability to see person is wrong for them. Colorism, desire to look successful instead of do the work to be successful.
Scammer.
Finance, unrealistic desires, etc. That person had that.
Okay.
They had
How many
list.
likes did they get?
97. I just added to it. But yeah, because they went in. Social media and y'all taking advice from y'all single friends. Had to like that one. Oh my goodness. Okay. Some men weren't raised to be heads of household. They just want the title. Some women weren't raised to be wives, but they want the benefits. No parties are just cosplaying. What? Okay, whatever.
I can definitely speak on the whole men want to lead but don't know how to lead thing with the last person I was talking to, because it's just like, I'm supposed to be leading, but you the blind leading the blind. Like, I'm not about to be following after you and you don't even know what's going on for real. Like, I just feel like that's crazy. And then the way that you speak to people plays an important role in it. I can see if, you are the head of the household, but you need to speak with respect.
Agreed.
There was no respect in that. It was like, I was a dog and that was the owner.
OMG, that's scary.
Very ghetto, honey.
Ooh. Okay, I'm going to just read like a few more and then we're done. Social media, the music and worldly stuff people glorify nowadays. People don't realize anything worth having is not going to come easy. Courting a woman is considered being a simp. The list goes on for days. Narcissism for both genders, huge crisis in mental health. Men want to be women, which forces women to act like men. Draining jobs, sucking the life out of people, leaving them depressed or unfulfilled. It's really hard to snap out of your work funk to enjoy your significant other right away, and poor communication. And honestly, I do have to agree to that one because since, if you know, I did move back home for like right now, and I see that with my family, like, of course they love each other and whatever. Sometimes I be wondering, but they do love each other, but like, the overall just coming home from work, the tension is so high in my household. Like, everybody is irritated. Nobody wants to speak to one another. Somebody's always barking about something. And it takes us a time to really like unwind and become a family unit again, because we're all just like, oh, I've had a long day. Oh, I've been stressed. I've been pulled all every which way. I'm tired. And, sometimes my dad is like, well, I'm just trying to love on you. Or sometimes me, I'm like, well, I'm just trying to, check in and see how your day was. Or my mom is like, oh, my bad. I was just trying to, see how your day was. Like, we're all having a hard time to come down. So I'm very heavy on jobs, like playing a big factor in it. Like, I feel like it really is the materials, the finances, work, of course, social media. Like, all of these things are just a lot of pressure. It's just so much pressure.
Yeah, I can definitely attest to that, because like having conversation in these type of spaces, everyone's talking about how their job is so draining or they're not liking what they're doing right now, and that takes a toll on their relationships with other people and the relationship that they have with themselves. So it's just like, why are we all going through the same things at the same time right now? Like, I wonder if the people in their like 30s and 40s went through like the situations that are happening now for us.
Only reason I say no is because social media wasn't as bad.
True.
Now it's like, oh my goodness. Like, they at least had to like function. And then we had the pandemic too. And I feel like that also played a role, because it's like a lot of people don't have social skills. Like, it's just tough. Like, I was out the other night and I was trying to think of like conversation. Granted, I'm kind of bad with starting conversation. I noticed that about myself. Like, I could be like, hey, how are you? Where are you from? Okay, what side of town you live on? Then after that, I'm kind of blank. I'm like, whoa, hopefully this person can pick up whichever one I throw out and make conversation out of it. But for the most part, I'm not really good at that. So like, I was thinking about that too. I'm like, wow, did the pandemic play a factor in my social skills? Like, I just don't know. I feel like
Do you feel like you were like that before, or no?
No, I feel like I was thriving. I feel like I was good at chatting with people. Granted, I have no clue. I never really liked networking events and stuff either. But who cares? All right. So, what do you look for when dating, and have you been able to find it? Well, considering we're both single, no.
I feel like it's very difficult for me to vocalize what it is that I do want in a person, because I'm not sure on what I'm supposed to be looking for. Like, of course, I know I want like a provider, and I want, like, this is just me thinking of like husband material. Like, that's what I'm going into dating. We're dating to marry at this point, because the clock is ticking, baby. But anywho,
who says?
Me. Anywho, so yeah, of course I want like a provider. I want somebody that's supportive, someone that actually knows how to love someone else other than themselves. I want someone that's caring. Like, I have a very long list of what I want in a person, but I don't know what it's supposed to look like. So that's where it gets kind of difficult, because how do you determine whether or not these things are being executed, quote unquote, in a way that they're supposed to be. Like, you know how people say, like, oh, love isn't supposed to hurt and all this stuff like that. Yeah. It's just like, I don't know if the way that you're treating me is the way that I'm supposed to be treated, because I wasn't given that example when I was growing up. So I don't know how, like, man and woman are supposed to interact with each other, because I never saw that. So it's just me, like, trying to pick up different pieces from different places and try to see what works for me. But then again, it's also difficult because these men out here don't know what they're doing, and it's just frustrating.
I also feel like it depends on how you feel too. Mm-hmm. So even though you didn't have the demonstration growing up, mm-hmm. I feel like, you know, just picking up the love not supposed to hurt. Mm-hmm. You know, if you think you love this person, but every time they talk to you, they hurt your feelings, mm-hmm. or make you not feel too confident about yourself, I would say that's a no-go. Yeah. That's a no-no. That's already, because I don't even feel I don't feel myself. I don't feel confident. I don't feel like I'm making you happy. Mm-hmm. So this ain't gonna work.
But you know, also sometimes in the moment you don't recognize that this is not something that's beneficial or good for you until you get out of the situation and you kind of look back at it like, oh yeah, when he did say this, like, this was, I felt a type of way, but I kind of suppressed how I felt because I wanted to progress things with that person, because that's just the type of mindset that I was in, type thing. So I feel like it's very difficult sometimes to see what's going on while you're actively in the situation.
Mm-hmm. Well, definitely don't suppress how you feel.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about that too, because I don't know, I was watching a video and a girl is basically saying how she felt the type of way about something a guy did. It was actually my homegirl Kyra. Shout out to my girl Kyra, because that's my friend.
Come on the show.
Yeah, no, seriously, don't let me bump into her, because I'm having her on here.
Okay.
But she was basically saying, like, she felt the type of way from how the dude spoke to her, mm-hmm. and she wasn't gonna say anything, but she ended up being like, no, I'm gonna say something, because, like, I'm trying to elevate, and I'm like, I don't know the term that she said, but basically she was just saying, like, how she's, like, high value, and I know that that's a trigger word, but, like, well, a trigger phrase, but that's not what she said, but it was basically along those lines. And she was just like, I don't want to be doing average. Like, she basically told the dude, I just feel like you're being very average, mm-hmm. and I want to be above average. I want everything to be larger than life and amazing. So he was like, wow, you know, I appreciate you telling me that, and I'm going to do better, and I do want to shoot for the stars and, you know, be better or whatever and meet you on your level. And I was just like, dang, like, that is nice. Like, sometimes for me, it's hard to find the words to say it, because I'm a little, I've been told I can be a little rude, and sometimes I say things hurt feelings. Mm. So I would just need to find the proper words and delivery, because I can tell you how I feel, but I just need to find a way to do so where it doesn't hurt the male ego, because I can do that, or, you know, make him react. And also, it also depends on the guy too, because sometimes when you critique a dude, he can just react, and it's like, no, like, let's actually sit down, let's think about it, let's work through things. So I feel like it also depends on the guy, which sucks. But, like, I think women should be able to express themselves without being labeled crazy or you tripping or all this stuff, all those reactive terms. Mm-hmm. It should be like, okay, I appreciate you telling me how you feel, or how whatever I did made you feel, and I want to make sure I don't make you feel like that again.
Right. And I feel like that plays an important role. Like, okay, you vocalized how you felt, but if that person doesn't do their part to ensure that you don't feel that way again, then it's kind of on you to either speak up or get out the situation.
Mm-hmm. Big facts. What's your better list?
I know, right?
Well, I have a list, actually. But, like, we should say what we want in a guy.
Oh, I got my list over there.
Oh, let's do it the next show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very long.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's very long.
Oh, my golly. Well, let's do it. That'd be fun. Mm-hmm. All right. So, what do you think needs to change? I think we should, and there's this movie on Netflix that everybody's been talking about. Let me know if you've seen it. It's called,
Jesus.
It's called, like, The World.
Okay.
The World.
People were talking talking about that yesterday.
What's it called?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Hold on.
It's something that Barack Obama allegedly.
Yes, and that's what people are scared because they like, hold up, because Barack knows something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Barack be knowing, and I'm like,
what they were talking about yesterday. I said, let's change the subject.
Leave the world behind. So basically, it's like the world without technology. I haven't watched it yet because the movie is like 3 hours, and baby, I'm gonna need to be mentally prepared for that. But yeah, it's basically about like no technology or what have you, and I guess how they're living their lives, but it's still kind of a mystery because a lot of people said that they left the movie confused. So I might watch a video analysis first before I watch the movie, but I don't know. So with that movie and with there being an unplug and Barack Obama, there was actually you're fine. There was actually like a story that I've been seeing over the past couple of months saying like something is happening in space where we might be without internet for a few months. And I work from home, so I was like, oh well, there goes my money. But hopefully I can find another little job or something.
Child,
but
everything needs the internet. Like even if you go into a job, you gonna need the internet too.
Yeah, that's true. Unless we do cash and mental math.
Child, how you even gonna open the register to put the cash in?
We won't have a register. We will do by hand in a lock box. We can take it back old school. They was functioning in the old days. We can function too. But anywho, they were saying that we could be without stuff. So maybe Barack is easing to something. But I feel like that's what needs to change. Unfortunately, I feel like we just need a great unplug, which I feel like that is, of course, the easy way out. So I am going to try to think of another way for something to change because, you know, we might not be without internet and stuff. But I just really wish people could be present. You know, I just want us to get back present. I want us to be able to mingle and I don't know. That's why I appreciate those little events that they have, the Atlanta Social Club, because it was a nice vibe. Like, it felt like there were good-looking people around my age, single. Well, I don't know if they single, but they were single that night. And that was messy. But, you know, it was just a nice place where not a lot of people on their phones, of course, and you're, like, trying to mix and mingle with people. And it's not, like, awkward or anything. I don't know. I also want to work on approaching guys, but that hasn't happened because, ew. What needs to change? Oh, no. I forgot you be doing that. I forgot you be doing that. But no, I just don't want to be weird.
Nice to know how you
No, I don't want to be weird because I'm awkward. Like, I'd be like, hey. He'd be like, ugh.
Carl.
Right. That's how I be. Hi, I'm Carmen. And he'd be like, ugh, get away from me, girl. Shoot. But that would be crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I would lose it if somebody did that to me. Girl. But I don't know what needs to change. I just want us to stop taking advice from your single friends if you're in a relationship, okay? I can attest to that, baby. Because when you take this advice from them single folk, it could be sabotage. And they could be upset. Huh?
I said she ain't talking about me.
No, I'm not. You didn't give me no bad advice. But I have a few friends that did give me bad advice and flip-floppy advice. Oh. But there no comment on that and who that is. But, well, who they are. Because, excuse me, it was multiple. But, yeah, I think block out the outside noise. Bask in your moment. Be still with your partner. And, yeah. But if you don't have a partner, what can change?
The people in these streets need to change, honestly. But I don't want to say that and sound ignorant because then it's like, okay, well, what are you doing to change the dating pool as well type thing? So it's just like difficult. I definitely feel like people need to stop looking to social media for answers because that's definitely not the thing. What works for others does not work for everyone, especially you. So you definitely need to take pages out of your own book and operate the way that you want to operate. Don't look because Beyonce and Jay-Z are doing this that you should be doing this too. Just like the person that Carmen was showing me before we got on the show, talking about they wanted to drink whatever Beyonce and Jay-Z were drinking and quickly were humbled because they realized they could not afford the wine that they were drinking. So just think about life in that aspect for you. You can't afford to put yourself in certain situations because those situations are not for you. So you just need to do what's best for you, what's most comfortable for you, and consider the other person that you're with.
And I'm looking at the time, so we about to wrap this up. Is there any hope for our generation in dating? I'm a hopeful person, so I think that we'll get a clue. I think people are still young. And piggybacking off of what Camille said earlier when she was wondering if people in their 30s and 40s went through what we went through. And I jumped and said no. But actually, they might have. Only because we are still young. We are still unsure of what we want. I mean, hell, every day people are saying they don't want to do their job anymore. You know, we're always looking for a new job. And our generation is the most... We're like not loyal. Like we're not loyal to brands. We're not loyal to anything. So we do bounce around a lot and we change our mind a lot. So... I think once we mature a little bit and we start slowing down, which baby, I'm starting to slow down. When you start slowing down, specifically men, because I feel like the men still got a little burst of energy in them. They need to slow down a bit. But it takes them a while. Like, that's why a lot of times girls be with older dudes, because they're already like, all right, I know what I want. I'm set on this, that, and the third. You get lucky if you meet a young guy who's already knowing what he want to do. But... yeah, I just feel like maybe once we get older, we will start linking up and making way. And I have been seeing more younger people, well, like people our age, working towards big goals. So it also I feel like it depends on what you consume and like who is around you, and it could happen.
Okay.
What do you think? Any hope?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I said, when you get your head out of other people's business and start doing what it is that you want to do, because I feel like half of the stuff that you see on social media, you probably don't even like it for real. You're just doing it because such and such is doing it. So I feel like when you start living your life the way that you are supposed to live it, then I feel like things might change, because then everyone will be happy. So, I feel like if there's more happiness in the world, then things could change.
I agree.
But right now, everyone's angry. They're thinking about money. They're thinking about how they're going to do this, how they're going to do that, how they're going to do this, how they're going to do that. And it's just affecting everything. It's affecting jobs. It's affecting personal lives. It's affecting relationships. It's affecting everything. So, I just feel like if there was more happiness in the world, then things could change. And like I said, if people start living how they want to live and not how they see others living, then things could definitely be on the up and up.
You better preach your sister, because that is facts. You hit the nail on the hammer with that one. Because, I swear I'm thinking about what's next. That's why my mind is everywhere. That's why I don't know where Carmen is. Where's Carmen?
And this is why I just lay in the bed.
I'm about to start. Well, yesterday I did not leave my house.
How did you feel, girl?
Well, I still worked.
Oh.
And I worked today too.
I'm just talking about laying in bed, not doing anything.
Oh, see, I wish
Get
I
a little
could.
game on your phone that you like.
I have no storage.
Oh, well.
Got my camera.
Yeah, play with
This
your
my
camera.
little fun
Take
gadget.
pictures. Yeah. But anywho, guys, that's it for the mother effing topic today. Now it's time to jump right into the clap.
Your favorite time. Who you clapping back at?
Girl, what have you clapping back at?
So I asked you.
You know I always do that anyways.
Ugh. All right. I have a positive clap back. I'm gonna do a positive clap back because let's not focus on the doom and gloom.
Okay.
I'm gonna clap back at my trip. It was fun. We had a great time. I went to New Jersey for my friend Ashley Ann's birthday, and it was great.
Shout out to NJ.
Yeah, and shout out to Camille because she did her thing. She graduated, and
my clap back, but
oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay.
But yes, positive clap back. So I'm happy. All my Sagittarius folk, you know, it was y'all birthdays. Y'all did great. I enjoyed y'all all. Life was good in those times. Now I'm back to reality, so I'm a little in a funk again. But I'm just looking forward to the new year. I'm just talking. I feel like I had something else that was bad, but I'm going to just save it. Because it was, I went to Jingle Ball and I saw Nicki Minaj.
Girl,
that was fun.
I thought you said, I went to jail. I was like, wait, what? That's positive?
No. I went to Jingle Ball and I saw Ice Spice and
Like
Nicki
that.
Minaj.
Yeah,
I had great seats, y'all. So it's lit when tour comes because I'm in the same section where I was for Jingle Ball. So, yeah, shout out to that girl, Nicki Minaj. Stop talking about her being on drugs. That girl been animated and half of y'all are on drugs. So I don't even understand why half of y'all even fixing y'all mouth to talk about somebody on drugs, because y'all be fiending. A lot of y'all be like, I gotta smoke, I gotta do this, I gotta, what a lean, what a perk, what a Zan, what a... So next time you trying to talk about somebody on drugs, look in the mirror, baby.
Okay, so since you said we were remaining positive, I dropped the other clapbacks I had, and I'm clapping back at myself because I graduated. Shout out to me, got my master's of science in clinical counseling psychology, walked across the stage, got hooded.
How was the heels?
Girl, I did my big one. You can ask my mom. She was definitely talking about my heels all day, but I was strutting my motherfucking stuff.
Oh,
okay?
so it wasn't too high.
These were heels I already had.
Oh, I thought you bought new ones.
I did, but we'll get into that after the show.
Well, do your negative ones.
So I'm clapping back at Carmen because...
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment.
All right.
I'm just playing.
Yeah, clapping back at her because she the reason why we haven't been here the whole month of December. Then, over there talking about Sagittarius, girl, move over. The Capricorns are coming the F in, okay? December 30th is where it's at. If you're not tuning in to December trivia, go ahead and do so. Anywho, that's it for the month of
Shout out to Capricorns. I mean, I have y'all coming up next. I was going to give y'all time when...
It wasn't given. The month is almost over. Anywho,
it's not Capricorn season yet. Oh, wait, yes, it is.
It probably is.
This girl don't even know.
I just know I'm a Capricorn. Anywho, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I just know I'm a Capricorn.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. The Clapback's page is theclapbackcc. My Instagram is Camille_loves. Carmen's is car.xo. Follow us on TikTok at theclapbackcc. You can always send us an email at theclapbackcc@gmail.com. And if that's it for the mother effing week, bye guys.